That's how y'all sisters look. I'm tired of y'all coming in here looking like life-size Q-tips.
I came home, and I tell you what, the roaches had set up a Christmas tree.
They must have forgot. They on the side. They
heard brother Jamari talking about you look like TJ. Nah, bro, you look more like Carl Winslow. Family matters.
That mean the bigger the drop.
I bring about 10, 15 people to the camp too. I be coming out the bushes with my camo on. Say, hey, you heard you're an Israelite?
They must have forgot. I said they must have forgot.
All right, so before I introduce the first comic, I need to get some things off my chest because I use comedy as a therapeutic measure, right? And I've been in the truth for a while, and now, but when I came in, everything made sense to me. But now I'm kind of struggling with making things make sense, so everything don't really make sense to me no more. So I'm gonna need y'all help tonight, really today, with making things make sense. All right? Y'all with me? All right, so the first thing that really don't make sense to me is wigs in the truth. I said it. Wigs, W-I-G-S. Sisters, spell it with me. Wigs, W-I-G-S. Wigs in the truth don't make sense to me. And I know that's a sensitive subject, and I know before you and your best friend Keisha came into the truth, because I know y'all be naming y'all wigs, before you and Keisha came in the truth, y'all were inseparable. Y'all did everything together, right? Y'all went to job interviews together. Y'all went clubbing. Y'all went to the stores. Y'all went swimming together. Y'all did everything together. You rode roller coasters. And it makes sense to me because wigs are expensive for you to keep her. For the days that you wake up late, you rush into Esau Plantation, you really don't feel like getting your hair together, so you throw Keisha on and y'all just mob out and go on to work, with you and Keisha and your alter ego. But wearing that thing to the Sabbath, that don't make sense to me. It's hot. It's hell in Texas. Every summer it's very hot, so you got to wrap your head up. You got to put your Keisha on. Then you got to, and a wig is not a head covering, so you got to put a head covering on. You got to put a wrap on top of the wig. That's probably why some of y'all sisters don't get these scriptures. They don't soak in because they got too many layers to go through. They got to go through the head wrap, the wig. Oh, okay, I'm sorry, leadership. I'm just being honest. I'm trying to make it make sense, right? It just don't make sense for you to wear that wig to the class. It just don't make sense. So this is our second year, so all praises for that. But bring it to the stage, my brother Jabari.
Come on now, get on your feet. Turn it up. Hey, Bible talking about us. Let's go, hey.
The Most High, I know he got me.
I'm coming out the laundry, man. I got my clothes folded. I'm doing my thing. Here come this little old Edomite. Honey. I see you. I know it was you. I know it. Oh, Lord. I knew it was you. I was like, man, I knew. I said, you all right? TD Jakes.
Bruh.
Y'all hear me? She compared me to TD Jakes. I didn't even know what to do. I wanted to just, you know what I'm saying? I wanted to step into it. You know what I'm saying? But luckily, we Israelites. So I said, no, ma'am, I think you got me confused. She said, no, I know it's you. You got the same beard. You got the same, you just as fat as he is. But hold up. She said, so I'm finna write you a check. I said, well, come on then, ma'am. Let's go ahead and write a check right down. In the name of
Bruh.
You know what I'm saying? I said, write that boy. I said, hey, Jabari. Yeah, I'll make sure he get it. Yeah, I'll make sure he get that bad boy.
One more thing I forgot when I was talking about the sisters and their wigs. was if the next time one of you sisters wear a wig to the school, Officer Mike Judah is gonna make y'all stand up and introduce her as a visitor, because we need to know how long she's known about the truth and what tribe she is from. Coming up is my big bro, man. I love this brother, man. He's a good brother, man. So if y'all can give a round of applause for, it don't even look like he ready. I don't know where he at. But Soldier Nathaniel.
144 and he gon' lead him.
Hey.
Stay up in your sins and die with him. Your pastor don't want war cause we gon' beat him.
Come on,
Cause
Israel.
we gon' beat him. We do this for the kingdom. 144 and he gon' lead him. Stay up in your sins and die with him. Your pastor don't want war cause
I know my brother Bart a vegan too. But hey, V, can y'all put that picture of man? If he a vegan, why in the hell is he sneaking turkey at night? Brother falling asleep with it. You know, they expect everything in Israel to elevate except for MMOV. I mean, we got exercises that don't have names. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if it's experiments or what. Sometimes we go to MOV, we got to do 200. This is Spartas. I'm like, all right, you know, we got some hurdles we got to do. You know, we like go ahead and do 100 skip to do our hurdles and stuff. So like, all right, you know. Then my favorite one was we got some Soldier Boy push-ups. So y'all probably don't know what it is, but it's like you. You know, they even having us do stuff we ain't never did before.
Like I said, I'm still struggling with making things make sense. And how many of y'all grew up in the Christian church? We remember by show of hands. Come on, man. Everybody in here been to the Christian church. Quit playing. All right. So I did too. Baptist leadership. Y'all ain't grow up in the. I know you. Yeah, you. Baptist church. And what don't make sense to me is, you know, I know we try to separate ourselves from the Christian church because they teach lies. So it don't make sense to me why we line our chairs up like they benches. They just too damn close for me. You know, and I'm not a skinny brother, so I used to think security hated me because they used to always put me in the middle of the row. And it was impacting the whole row because I don't just sit in my seat, I sit in everybody else's seat on the side of me. You know what I'm saying? It kind of spill over. So all the brothers was getting upset. When they seen me coming, they was like, man, this brother need to lose some weight, man. Golly. Soldiers getting mad. Don't offer him no more snacks. Because you know our brothers be trying to offer you their snacks, you know what I'm saying, doing 7 classes because we here for a while, 3 classes. So, you know, people was getting mad and upset. And I was just like, man, I'm trying to lose some weight. Just help me out. And then what really don't make sense to me is when the ushers, security, y'all know they look like ushers. Y'all know security look like ushers. They trying to show you to your seat. They got them little security badges on. Instead of usher, it just say security. Now they wearing the white gloves. I was like, bro, y'all got to stop this, man. Y'all got to change y'all image. Y'all look like ushers out here. But yeah, so they try to come by and ask you why you not taking notes. And I'm looking at them like, look, I'm trying to hold my belly. I'm trying to hold my breath. I'm trying to be slim here. I'm trying to hold my pad, my highlighter. I'm trying to hold my Bible and take notes. I can't do it. I can't do it. It's going to take a miracle for me to take notes. I'm trying to. And they just like, you know, they don't care. They don't care about how fat we is. So yeah, so if you a skinny brother and security put you between 2 fat brothers, security hates you. I'm telling you now. Because y'all looking like a hot dog sandwich. You got 2 big brothers on the side of you. Y'all looking terrible on that row. All right, so our next comic is Soldier Azrael.
Oh man, hey, 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 man, you corny. Hey.
How y'all doing? Y'all hear that slap? Ain't nobody slapping in here tonight, right? Because I'm going to let you know right now, I ain't Chris Rock. Y'all better try Jesus. 'Cause please don't try me, 'cause I fight. No, I'm just playing, y'all. I'm just playing. Hey, I ain't trying to fight my brothers and stuff in here. I love y'all, man. I love y'all. Hey, y'all having a good Passover? All right. Hey, but y'all hear that slap, though? That slap that was heard around the world. Man, what was Will thinking? What did the 5 fingers say to the face? Slap. Man, you ain't Rick James. Now you got all these women's expectations of. They be like, I need to be able to have a hot girl summer for the last 20 years and get pregnant by a guy named August. And it's okay because it's summertime. And my main man, he going to defend my honor. Period. Bruh, Will, you a better actor than that, man. He sat back down like he was trying to teach Ashley how to act black. Keep my wife's name out your mouth. And that slap was weak, man, weak. Chris Rock ain't even stumble back none. He ain't even touch his face. He ain't shed a tear. Ain't no spit come out.
Yeah, so like I said, I'm struggling, right, with making things make sense in the truth, and I'm still going through this struggle. So one thing that don't make sense to me is why we can't do regular things anymore when we come into the truth. And you know, I'm not talking about sin or anything like that, because I know that was real regular for us when we was in the world. But just normal everyday things like watch a movie. You really can't do that anymore in the truth, because you got to have a Bible, you got to have a notepad, highlighters, pens. Because brothers, if you let them know that you watched the movie, they're going to ask you what scripture came to mind. And I'm like, man, I'm just trying to watch a movie. I'm not trying to have a pop quiz after the movie. Like, brothers be way too deep in the truth. They be overanalyzing everything. A few Sabbaths ago, a brother came up to me after the Sabbath class, and he was like, say, Ak, come here. I was like, what's going on, man? What you want? He's like, let me tell you something, man. Tell you how deep this is, man. He said, Mary had a little lamb. It's spiritual. I said, what? Then he said, but I'm not going to drop that on you. I'm going to wait till next Sabbath to drop that on you. But let me ask you, have you watched Friday? Have you watched Friday with your spiritual eyes? He was like, yeah. So Craig and Smokey was being oppressed by Debo. And Debo was playing the role of Esau. I just walked off. But when I was driving home, I was like, that do kind of make sense just a little bit. Like, Debo was very oppressive, right? Like, he was kind of acting like Esau. He was oppressing everybody, making people do what they didn't want to do. But then the next Sabbath, he came back to me. Say, come here, man. Let me explain this. Mary had a little lamb to you. So I'm like, all right, man, well, explain it to me. He was like, see, Mary had a little lamb, which fleece was white as snow. See, what you don't understand is that Christ, right? Christ was that lamb. I said, that makes sense. And the white fleece represents righteousness, because Christ did no sin, so he was clothed with righteousness. I said, that makes sense, right? That makes sense. Then he said, see, now what the Christian church don't tell you, brother, is that Christ's fleece was going to be dyed with Idumea's blood from Basra. And I just walked off. I was like, this brother is way too deep for me. I just walked off. But when I got, I was driving home, I was like, that did make sense, man. That brother is deep. So after the next Sabbath class, after it ended, I walked up to him because I was like, this brother deep. He got some knowledge. He got some wisdom. I walked up to him. I'm like, hey, man, what's going on? What you got for me? And he dropped this one on me. Y'all ready? Yeah, I'm always struggling with this. All right, he said, I'm going to just raise this up a little bit. He said, Humpty Dumpty sat on a wall Humpty Dumpty had a great fall. All the king's horses and all the king's men couldn't put Humpty together again. See, Humpty Dumpty was an Israelite from the southern kingdom, and he was ruling over Jerusalem. The wall he was sitting on was the walls of Jerusalem. Jerusalem is the people, And he said, think about it. How could a horse put a man back together again? See, the horse and the men are the servants, the prophets. And they was trying to tell Israel to stop sinning, but they wouldn't listen. They wouldn't hearken. They just stayed in their decayed state and continued in their sin. And that's why they couldn't put Humpty back together again. And then he walked off. Said all praises. That brother deep, man. All right, so that's our show tonight. I'm going to bring my brothers back up. Let's come on back up, man. Let's give it up for these brothers, man. It is not an easy thing trying to be politically correct in Israel and do a comedy show. All praises, all praises. Y'all gonna dance? We gonna dance? Y'all didn't know we had a dance. It's our concert too. Let's go, let's go, let's go. I'm playing. All right, thank y'all. All right, shalom, family. Appreciate y'all.
We turn up. We get hype. We have fun. We get live. We turn up.
We used to scream black power while heroin was pushed. But at the end of the day, nothing's in vain. IUIC has been given a vision. The tents of Judah has risen. Many has attempted the mission. Minor murmuring, omitting, and missing the mark. Just reading that he had the flame of fire in his eyes gave us the spark. We on Paul's mission. We out on the road, purple and gold, from Mexico, Cuba, Haiti, Ghana, Sierra Leone. 144,000 boots banging, concrete crackling. These are our men repented at heart. The scriptures is proof. IUIC, we deliver the truth.